This video was brought to you by Stormberg, a route planner, MisterGreen, Kempower and Marcus Bil. Yo, what's up? We are now at Circle K Furuset, and behind me here you see the Fat e-tron. This is the black edition, what it's called Fat e-tron 55 Black Edition. It's the same e-tron that you've seen many years ago, and I already did 1,000 kilometer challenge a long time ago. And why am I doing it again now? Well, because back then some of the high power chargers weren't up and running yet, and then actually the route was different, and I started from Shell Ås, and the weather was different, and maybe I'm better at deducting time. So I just want to see if we can still do it in roughly 10 hours and 20 minutes today. So we are now preparing, getting ready. Oh, look at these headlights. I mean, these taillights are. But okay, let me see. So I just want to charge it back up to 100%. It's kind of weird because when I came in the car after charging it up, it started with 98% again. But anyway, you see it's cold over here, but in the garage, it was actually 16 degrees Celsius until I opened the garage door. So the battery should have okay starting temperature at least. And then of course, I forgot to tell you guys, I claimed in the previous video that this car doesn't show you how many percent you arrive with. Well, it does actually show it. It's just that it's a bit somewhat hidden. It's here. You see that I'm going to go to ScanMyTesla and it says 16% at arrival. This kind of information is very useful. Why the heck did they hide it here in there? It should be visible here. But whatever, we're going to start in a weird time today, 9:30. We'll do night drive. There were some circumstances I did that made that I couldn't do it in the mornings. I have to do it at night. But it's a good thing to do it at night anyway, because we'll be avoiding left lane huggers and Laderstau. Oh shit, we are now in Sweden. I just passed Strömstad, Ioniq Strömstad, and then I realized that, you see here, now it says I will arrive at Spekeröd with 3%. It's been dropping. In the beginning it was 15-16%. It's been dropping and dropping and dropping. I kind of want to reach, I should have stopped at Strömstad just now. Just top up a quick pit stop. So now what do we do? Consumption is 331 watt-hour per kilometer. It's too high. I calculate I have a budget of around 325. So we are over the budget. So I guess we will probably have to stop at Hobby then. But we'll see. I guess once we're closer to Hobby, I'll decide what to do. We are now at Hobby. I just couldn't make it to Spekeröd, but that's fine because we have 175 kilowatt chargers over here. So this is I consider this the best deal, because if I would stop at Strömstad, I would have to take 2 stops before, or I mean 2 stops, yeah, how is this again? Now we just go straight to Varberg. We charge here and it goes to so it's more or less the same. Yeah, that's how it is. Okay, just too many charges now. But okay, so the cool thing about Ion is that you can pay with a credit card. You see here? Wait, oh, it's kind of slow. Oh no, I have to plug in. Yeah, whatever. But you can pay with credit card, and I think that's actually cheaper than using the Vista RFID. So we came here with 25%, which is fine, because look here, the e-tron has a nice and flat charging curve. So even now we're receiving 124 kilowatt. Ooh, the car is slightly cold gating, but it's going to recover fairly fast. We've been charging for just 2 minutes. So I have to hurry over to the restroom. This is also why I like this stop, because we have 24/7 restroom, toilet, OK Q8. Yeah, it's funny, right? It's called OK Q8. So anyway, before that one, okay, let me show you again, by the way. What I did was that I searched for, you have keyboard here, and I searched for Ioniq, Varberg. You see, I even misspell Varberg, but the car is smart enough to figure out that for me. In a Tesla, you can misspell it, but then the result will come up immediately. Here you have to kind of confirm your misspelling. And then, wait, why do we have, okay, I think this one. Go. All right, you see? And then what we have to do, okay, yeah, I already navigated, but I just want to show you again, because I already prepared that one. 166 kilometers away, but we just have to click here. Oh, huh? What? Minus 34%? Okay, whatever. But okay, let's come back and check after the P brake. Oh, okay, I haven't left yet. We already at 130 kilowatt. I have to hurry. But okay, I'm going to show you something. When we turn off the car, you will then automatically get this one, the shortcut. So you can just press this. Super convenient. And now we want to keep it. You see, it will stay on for 1 hour. So very nice. You want to keep it nice and warm here because it's minus 4 degrees outside. We've been charging for 18.5 minutes and we are good to go. It starts throttling now. 137, yeah, you see here 133, but it's still bloody fast. Like no other car or very few cars can match this kind of speed. And this is a 3-year-old car. Think about this. Fat e-tron is getting old, but it still kicks serious ass. Okay, let's go to Varberg. We are passing by Ljungskile now, and man, I have to point out that this car is just so comfy and so quiet. I've talked about this many times. Do you guys hear it? It's very quiet here. However, what is not so impressive is the consumption. Like, what the heck is going on now? 387 watt-hour per kilometer. What? Why is the car so thirsty? Because I was thinking, no, you're wrong, Mr. Car. We're not going to arrive at Varberg with 5%. It's going to be at least 15%. Now I'm not sure anymore. But we are going to pass by Gothenburg, so hopefully the consumption will improve and the car is wrong and I'm right. We will see. We will see. We are now at Varberg, the second charging stop, and man, okay. I was wrong. I estimated we will arrive here with 10%, but guess what? The car was so thirsty. So the car was right. We came here with 7%. I stand corrected. I didn't know the car would be that thirsty, but obviously the fat e-tron knew this all this time. So anyway, whoa, look at this. We arrived with 7%. We are already at 9%. So it doesn't matter too much that the car is thirsty because it charges so fast. Okay, but this means I have to hurry. I have to go get something. But I think this time I don't want to have the double sausage penetration. So today I didn't go for the double sausage penetration. I went for one big sausage instead. So, Sometimes one big sausage is better than two smaller ones. All right, we are almost good to go. It seems like it's going to be half an hour charging session. We are taking 117 kilowatt from the charger. We are receiving 112 kilowatt. And then the car estimates 18% at arrival. Okay, so by the time I unplug, it will estimate 20% at arrival. All right, let's go then. At in 2%, 2 more percent at 80%. We are on the move now, and this is the 120 zone. south of Varberg, and we have reached the concrete area. And as always, I just want to show you guys, this is usually very noisy for most cars, but with the fat e-tron, this car has so much soundproofing that we can have a nice conversation. I don't have to shout. It's nice and quiet. And yeah, there are a few cars that will be as quiet as this one. The Mercedes EQS, the NIO ES8, and the BMW iX3. Those are, yeah, from what on top of my head, those are the most quiet cars that I tested. But yeah, okay, I should mention, by the way, the consumption right now is 450 watt-hour per kilometer. What the heck? 450! And also, I haven't shown it too much in the video, but I get flashed at all the time. Like that, where was it a flash? I get flashed at all the time because the headlights, this one has the regular LED matrix headlights. It tends to fire up, or it tends to turn off too late, and then trucks or oncoming traffic will flash at me. I think I've been flashed at least 10 times today. But I guess I will show more of this and talk about this in the dedicated headlight test. But right now, we're just gonna enjoy the nice high-speed run. We are now a little bit past the halfway mark at Helsingborg, and of course when we come here at night, 2:30 at night, then all the stalls are available. This is the total now, but an uncorrected number, so the number you see on the screen is the corrected one for distance. We have 1.3% underreported distance, but look here! So this is around 395 watt-hour per kilometer corrected. Holy macaroni! Okay, while we're charging, I'm gonna show you something. This tritium charger is kaput. Das Ladegerät funktioniert nicht. Okay, so this one is kaput, but it's not showing it as red for some reason. This one, ladaren fungerar inte. This one is also kaput. This one is working. Yeah, alles good. This one is working, okay. What about this one? Why is it blue? I don't know if you can see it here, but it's blue. Well, it should be working. Yeah, now it turns white. Okay, that one is working, that's good. What about this one? This one, I came here a week ago and it was kaput. This one is also kaput. So, we have 6 chargers here. 3 of them, or 50%, are broken. Some of these have been broken for a very long time, at least 1 week last time ago. So some of these chargers might be broken for a whole month or more. So what I want to ask you guys is, you can comment now by the way, is how long do you think it's acceptable for chargers like these tritium chargers to be down before they are fixed? Please comment. I would like to know. So I'm going to show you something interesting. When you're charging, you see the car is on. It looks like we have HVAC on and everything, right? But if you use a thermal camera, look here. The air vents is supposed to be hot, but it's actually not. It's reading 13 degrees Celsius only. What about this one? 20, yeah, so, and then what about the footwell? That is considered cold, right? See, it's getting cold. It feels cold here. Oh, sorry, camera is a bit off there. You see? So, in order to get heat, I'm going to show you something else here. 143 kilowatt. Okay, it's kind of this one will steadily go up as the voltage go up. But if I enable preheating, watch now what's going to happen. Remember I said that this car has a cap of 350 amp. You see, suddenly it drops, the kilowatt drops. Why? Because it needs to steal a significant power to heat the car. And then, because the cap is at 350 kilowatt, we will have less going into the battery. So yeah, why don't we just pull 360 amp then? No, sorry, did I say 350 kilo? I meant 350 amp. Yeah, I don't know, but other cars seems to be able to pull 500 amp, but not this one. So this one, for some reason, is capped at 350 amp. And that's why, if you want to run the heater in minus, well, it's -5, it's supposed to be -5, then you have to choose. Do you want to charge as fast as possible, or do you want to have some heat here? Because now I can already feel the heat coming. Yeah, you see 25, just a minute ago here. Okay, we don't have too much action going on there, but I can already feel in the footwell that it's starting to heat up. Yeah. So just crank it up a little bit more. Let me see. Do we see more? Yeah, you see, finally we're getting some heat, but then we sacrifice this one. And then let me switch off this one. I'm gonna switch it off. 138 kilowatt, okay. Now it's off. There, 141. You see? So I need to sacrifice some comfort. 144 now. So in order to get the best charging speed for this challenge, I need to not run the heater until we hit 70% roughly. When it starts throttling, then the number of amps pulled for the charger will drop, and then we can fire up the heater. So I actually have to do the same trick here like I did with the EV6 Ioniq 5, except for that for those cars, you will rapid gate if you run the heater. Here, you lose a little bit of charging speed. Well, we are good to go. 79%, 108 kilowatt. Let's check outside. Yeah, 28 minutes, 80%, 111 kilowatt. Pulls a little bit more. All right, let's go. We are now back at Varberg. Why does it smell farm over here? It smells like shit. Oh, it's because we have the e-tron here. No, we're just kidding. But okay, so anyway, yeah, we arrived here with 12% again. But you see, this is the thing. With e-tron, we were charging at almost 110 kilowatt when we left. And you see, when we arrive, we get 140. So it means that as long as you stay within the, as long as you charge not more than 80 kilowatt, then this car is more forgiving. You don't have to always nail the charging stop and arrive with 2%. You can arrive with 10, 12%, no problem, really. We've been charging for 21 minutes and we are almost good to go. So you see, why do I charge this much? And why don't I leave earlier? See, because I could easily go to Spectre now. I could have left 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, at least 5 minutes ago. But the problem is that if I charge just enough and go to Spectre and arrive there with 2-3%, the voltage will be lower. And if the voltage is lower, then I won't be riding on 145 kilowatt. I'll be riding on only 135 kilowatt for a little bit. So that's why you should actually charge and ride. Okay, let's show me this one. Yeah, ride on this one a little bit to 69% roughly, and then we'll leave. We are now at Speckerød. This is the second to last charging stop. The fat e-tron. So you see over there we start getting a little bit of daylight. And what is the time now? Okay, almost 6 in the morning. Oh, what a trip so far. And it's also cold over here. I think it's around -2, -3 degrees Celsius here. So, all right, as usual, I'll go to Circle K. I've been visiting so many Circle Ks today. Actually, let me think about this. Yeah, except for the UK Q8. Oh, no, UK Q8. Yeah, Q8, that's what I call it, at Hobby. So, I wonder when I will ever have time to buy Dagens. We've been charged with 15 minutes. It just ticked up to 15 minutes. So we are almost good to go. I guess I will wait a little bit. There will be a slight drop in speed soon. But wow, 15-minute charging stops now. Well, okay, we did start at 29%. We are now at Strømstad. This is the last charging session. It's -4 degrees Celsius over here. The whole trip has been quite cold, but no Colgate here. Yeah, well, it's a thirsty beast, but at least it charges like a beast. So, all right, I did my final calculations. I hope 60% is enough to get straight home to Oslo, and that means, well, normally I will do that convenient charge and then deduct 5 minutes, but this time I'm not sure how many minutes we should deduct because the car is charging so fast. Yeah, well, maybe I'll deduct 5 minutes. Well, we'll figure it out. I'll calculate, but I have to get ready for 60%. Yeah, here is the live stream, by the way. Yeah, I have to also take this one inside now. What it seems like every time I use the auxiliary heater, or I mean the keep climate on, just like in the other German cars like Mercedes and BMW, it will turn on the rear heater. I don't need it. Maybe that's why the consumption was a little bit higher, because it had to keep the back seats heated all the time, and you have to manually switch it off. Okay, anyway, I'm going to show you now. So the plan is that we will do that convenience charge. I charge more than I need just for convenience, but this car charges so fast that normally the extra kilowatt hour you need to go straight home only takes 2 minutes. But it is now 18 minutes. You see, okay, let's go now. And we will deduct 5 minutes. We are on the move again. Let's see. Wait. Oh, you know, many times you had to exit and go through the toll. Oh, it's open. Oh, awesome. We could just hammer through. Oh yeah. No time to lose, no deduction, whatever. Welcome to Norway. Woohoo! Back to Nyland. All right, it's time for the countdown. 9861, 9862, 9863, 9864, 9865, 9866, 9867, 9868, 9869, 987, which is 1000. Yeah, 814. So 10 hours and 40 minutes, and the consumption was 363. I'm gonna do the corrections here for the consumption. It's around 358 to 9 or something. But let me just show you that we are in Nordbytunnelen. So this is usually when we do the countdown. It's right around here, plus minus just 500 meters. So this is spot on. We everything has been verified also. Yeah. So let's get over. One thing I need to check is that how many percent battery do we have left at this point? Whoa, 26% left. Oh, yeah, but okay. But that we already counted in the 5-minute convenient charge. It doesn't take that long to charge 20% on this car anyway. Right, we're finally back home now. So 10 hours and 40 minutes. That was 20 minutes slower than the summer run. And it actually makes sense because if you look at the increased energy consumption on the cold weather, it kind of corresponds with the charging time. So I think if we would redo this car in summer, it will still do it in roughly 10 hours and 20 minutes. Or maybe there is a potential to do it in 10 hours and 15, but it is also proves that the time I set 2.5 years ago seems to still be valid. And also this test today is also a valid result I will keep because it's actually a winter result. You know, we shouldn't always test the cars in the best condition in summer. We should also test it in winter. And if we compare it, so if you consider it as a winter result, how is it then compared to other cars? Well, not many cars had that cold weather. Maybe, well, the Teslabjorn was actually kind of cold. But you see how slow that one, but it's a smaller car, a smaller battery and all that. But yeah, even the ES8, okay, ES8, that's a similar size-ish car, similar comfort level, but the ES8 is bigger. But the ES8 charges slow and we didn't have battery swap. So what else can we compare? Okay. But you know what? The weird thing here is that the EV6 was also done in somewhat cold weather, but it did it in only, well, it was a rear-wheel drive, so it's kind of unfair to look at the rear-wheel drive. But it seems like the rear-wheel drive and the all-wheel drive on the EGMB platform seems to be in similar efficiency. So that one, the EV6 managed to do it in decent time, 1 hour and 10 hours and 10, even in semi-cold weather, simply because the EV6 charges faster and is more efficient. But the interior size is similar to the fat e-tron. So in a way, the fat e-tron is a little bit kind of waste of space instead of, you know, having cabin space instead, and then it becomes inefficient and you have a big battery. But you know, don't get me wrong, this is a super comfy car. There is no other car that offers this kind of space and this comfort level and soundproofing and the sound system and everything here. I totally understand why people buy fat e-tron, because it's super comfy and it offers the utility, like you can have roof rack, you can have tow hitch, 1,800 kilo. So it checks many of the right boxes. But however, I still feel like this car is getting close to the end of the life cycle. It was great 3 years ago when it came out, and they're still selling, and even today it still beats many of the newcomers. But I still feel like it's getting a little bit outdated. It needs an update, and it's coming, hopefully next year. But as for now, it's still a good car, but the efficiency number is a bit... So if you want to go fast, you just have to expect to pay a little bit more for juice. But I guess you don't care. If you can afford an Audi, then no problem, right? Or you could also go for the poor man's Audi, which is the Audi e-tron 50. Or the Q4, e-tron, which is also e-tron. That's why I call this one the fat e-tron, because there are so many e-trons out there. And fun fact, you also have the A3 plug-in hybrid e-tron and the Q7 e-tron. They are all called e-trons, all of them. Well, okay, anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching and talk to you later.